We are back, all over again. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? We are back, baby. We are back and we are at it. Do you hear me? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 10:10. That is 10:18 right now. And when listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna wait on y'all to get in good. Listen, IG, y'all don't play no games. IG be like, we back. Look at Key like, baby, we back. IG, y'all don't play no games. When that thing hit live, y'all jump straight to 100. How y'all doing down here on TikTok, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we are back for our what? Our motivation hour, our ministry hour, man. This is what we do. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you get walk-in worship. And then you also get an hour of straight motivation, an hour of straight ministry, an hour of nothing but gems being dropped. Because why? I'm trying to help you set yourself up for success. I want to see you living up to your fullest potential. I want to see you living out your very, very, very best self. And I just want to say this real quick. While everybody tapping in, I need y'all to do me a favor. First and foremost, send me some love real quick. Because if y'all been paying attention since what? Since February 1st, when I set down the challenge, I said that what? I said I'm going to drop a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I've been right here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No days off. I said I'm doing morning walk-in worship every single day, Monday through Friday. And guess what? I done did morning walk-in worship every single day since the beginning of February, no days off. I said I was going to go to Facebook and start dropping videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And guess what? I've been dropping Facebook videos every Tuesday and Thursday. When I tell y'all intentionality, Yep. You got to lead by example. Thank you, starting for the day. I appreciate you for that badge. That's right. Show me some love. Come on. Show me some love. That's right. Everything that y'all said that y'all needed me to do. Y'all said, when y'all said y'all needed more videos, y'all needed me on other platforms. Y'all needed me to step it up just a little bit more because of the time zones and people's jobs and all of that. Guess what I did? I came over here and reconstructed my schedule to make sure that I was able to touch as many people's lives as I possibly could. And yes, it is definitely on purpose. I'm showing up on your screen right now. And trust me when I tell you this right here, this is on purpose. I'm telling you, working around the clock to make sure that we flood every single platform with nothing but motivation, nothing but inspiration, nothing but ministry, nothing but positivity, and doing all of those things on purpose. Man, shout out to everybody on IG right now because y'all are sending so many badges. I can't even call everybody's name. Thank y'all so much, man. Down here on TikTok, I see y'all sending in the gifts. I see the hearts going up the side of the screen. I appreciate you guys so much, on purpose, friend. On purpose. You know what I mean? One thing's for sure. I said this morning at morning walk in worship is this right here. One thing's for sure about people is people love when you are authentic, and people also love when you are a man or a woman of your word. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. Don't nothing annoy people like when you say something and then don't do it. When you commit to something and then don't show up. When you say I'm all in and then all of a sudden here come all the different excuses for why you can't get it done, why this and that. Don't nothing turn folk off like that right there. If you ain't gonna be able to do it, say that. If you ain't gonna put forth the effort, say that. If you ain't gonna come through, just say that. But don't be telling me one thing and then all of a sudden get me all hyped up and I'm arranging my schedule and then you don't show up to do whatever it is that you say that you gonna do. Come on, friend, right? And then come up with all them excuses. Don't nobody want to hear that. Look at Aspiring Queen say, that's it. That's all for real. People like for you to do exactly what you said that you were gonna do. You don't know what them folks' schedule look like. You know what I mean? They didn't rearrange their stuff and did everything just to be able to support you, and here you come with your excuses and whatnot. No, ain't nobody got time for that. Get somebody else to do it, baby. Go ahead. Get somebody else to do it. But y'all know what we talking about today, right? That's right. We part three. And we locked and we loaded. We part three. And I hope y'all ready. It's part three. And guess what? Last week, we talked about that conditioning stage of our life. All last week, we put in that effort. We put in that work 5 days in a row. And we talked about how to, when you're in that conditioning stage, in that isolation stage, when God is pulling you away from everything and everybody and forcing you into an an environment that you have to work on yourself and your own development, where you have to deal with your own trauma, when you have to deal with your own issues, where you have to deal with your own broken heart, where you have to deal with your own, no trust issues and whatnot. When you're in that stage, you become what? You become a student, right? Because how can I fix me? You have to understand, because it's nobody else's job. It's nobody else's responsibility. So we went through the sitting stage, and then on Monday, come on, double tap on the screen. What coach said, it's time to get on the move. So we've been talking about on the move. And this right here is part 3 of I'm on the move. I'm on the move. There you go. I see Heather already got it highlighted down there. That's right. I'm on the move. What that mean, coach? That means that everything that I learned over there in that stage while I was isolated, everything that I learned while I was over there by myself, opening up those self-help books, getting into the right rooms, the right webinars, the right seminars, the right conferences, over there watching the right type of content that was feeding my spirit, that was helping me grow mentally. Now it's time for me to put all of those things into action. Yeah, there you go. I see it right there. She said, apply the knowledge. There you go. Leroy, appreciate that. Yeah, let's put it out there. I'm waiting to see who all gonna catch that. Good morning, Dessa. How you doing? That's right. What you say, coach? I said last week we talked about isolation. We talked about becoming a student in that isolation and learning all the things that you need to learn. Because one note that I dropped last week, I said, as long as you are ignorant to the enemy's tactics, then guess what? He has the advantage. As long as you don't know what he's going to do, then he has the advantage. But while you're in that isolation stage, you owe it to yourself to become a student in that time, to become wise to the way that he moves and wise to his attacks. Dessa on both platforms. Okay, Dessa, you know what I mean? You have to get to that place in your life where you become wise to the way that he's attacking in the areas in which he's going to hit. And coach, why do you say that? You have to become wise to those tactics because the enemy is always going to attack you in the areas that he know that if you focus on, you're going to become the strongest. That's a note right there. I just couldn't hold it no more. I needed to drop that. I know that was a little too early, but excuse me, be kind. I had to drop it because it was sitting on me too heavy. And what you say, coach, I said that's a note right there. That's note number 1. Just go ahead and put it in there. I'm sorry, but I had to put that out there already because it was riding me the way that it was. You got to understand that the enemy is always going to attack your strongest areas, right? And the reason why he wants to attack those strongest areas because he knows that if you push those things, he already know what the outcome is going to be. So if you're the type of person that know how to speak, yeah, I just want to put it out there. Yeah. When he know that you're one of your strong points is you got that type of voice, and when you open up your mouth, he knows for a fact that people going to listen. Then guess what he'll do? I just want you to understand. Note number 1 was the enemy is always going to attack in the areas of your life that he sees is going to be the strongest if you operate it the way that you need to. That if you invest your time, the energy, and the effort into that you need to. That if you sit over there and you really fully develop that thing the way that you need to, he knows that that's going to be unstoppable. He knows that there's nothing that I'm going to be able to do with that individual if they really tap into that thing right there. So for those of you that are, when you speak, other people listen. When you open up your mouth and other people listen, they pay attention to what it is that you're saying because it's like the texture of your voice is something that you do that grabs people in, that draw people in. And when they get over there, they listen to what it is that you're saying. So when the enemy views that as a strong point, then guess what he'll do? He'll go outside of his way to try to do what? Silence you. Somebody just said that's confirmation. Somebody just said, oh, my. Yeah, you have to understand that when the enemy when he's going to always attack you in the areas of your life that he view as being the strongest. And when he knows that you're the type of person that you can show up and you can say something. And when you say it, then everybody's going to get on board with it. When you say it, that everybody's going to support it. When you say it, then everybody's going to pay attention to it. What happens in that moment is that's what he will try to attack you at. Why? Because I gotta silence you because they listen to you, and if you say it for some reason or another, they're gonna all fall in line with it. So what he'll do is he'll try to silence your voice. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, come on. He'll try to silence your voice. He'll try to do things to get up. Yeah, he'll try to silence your voice. He'll try to silence your voice. But if you know that you've experienced some that, so I just put it out here. If you've experienced this in your life before, and I know that some people ain't gonna want to own up to it. That's why they always get upset with that one person in a family that won't go along with the foolishness. That one person in a family that'll walk in, and when they walk in, everybody know that they got to start adjusting themselves. And when they walk in, then all of a sudden everybody get quiet because they know that they're not about to tolerate no foolishness, that everybody else might sit in here and not open up their mouth. But when that person walk in, they got that mouth on them, and they gonna be the one that's gonna air the whole entire room out. The one that they say, she just do too much and it don't require all of that. The one that you can't just play with like how you can play with everybody else. I know everybody ain't gonna understand that, but I'm only talking to y'all. Thank you, Miss Gann. I'm only talking to y'all real quick. I'm only talking to the people that act like me. Baby, that's right. You better play where it's safe, and it ain't safe to play with me. I will fall out with everybody in this room. Hello, somebody. I will fall slam out, clean out with everybody in this room before I let anybody play with me. I need for y'all to understand that I need y'all to keep talking. Hello, somebody. That's right. They want to silence your voice because they know the impact of your voice. They know that you're the type of person that's going to put it out there like, no, this is not what we're going to tolerate. This is not what we're going to put up with. We're not about to play nice to get along. We're not finna pretend that we don't see the disrespect. We're not finna, we're going to call it out right there where we see it. I need for you to keep on talking. Double tap on my screen. Keep on talking. Why? Note number one is that the enemy is always going to attack the area of your life that he knows is your strongest area. And for a lot of us, it's going to be this right here. It's going to be your mouth, because you have that voice that everybody, if she said, they're going to follow. And some of y'all, I want to go to another place with it as well. He going to always come here too. The second part of that is your mind. He's going to attack that mind because in the mouth, you got to know that the power in that tongue lies the power of life and death, right? So in your mind, he's also going to attack your mind. It's two areas that he always want to go for, that mind and that mouth. I need to silence them. And the other part of that is your mind. You got to guard your focus every single day that you wake up. You owe it to yourself to do what? To protect your focus. Understand that I got to guard my focus, because what the enemy will do is slide into your mental and start to play those mind games with you. He want to trick you into thinking that you are not who you know for a fact that you are. And to understand the reason why he want to stop you at your premature stages is because he don't need you to get full blown, because if you get full blown, then he already know ain't nothing that I can do with you. So he start attacking you young, telling you that you're not good as everybody else. You're not pretty as everybody else. He start instilling that low self-esteem in you when you're just a child, when you're young and out there on the playground, when you become a young adult and now you're going to different schools. And now everybody's clicked up at the different schools, and they make you feel like an outcast, make you feel like you're not good enough, make you feel like you're not pretty enough. This is how the enemy operates. What are you trying to teach us, coach? That the enemy has been grooming some of us since we've been a child. I'm going to wait because somebody running. Somebody running. We talking about On the Move part 3. I'm part 3 and I'm only on note number 1, and we already, what you say, come on. I know it's been a spiritual warfare going on way before that you knew that there was a spiritual warfare that was actually going on, and I need you to tap in. What you say, coach, I need for you to understand that there was a spiritual warfare going on way before you even knew that there was a spiritual warfare that was going on. And right now what we're having to do is we're playing catch up right now. What you say, coach? I'm giving you free gems right now. I'm helping you catch up. What you did not know was, see, some of y'all will be honest with it. Some of y'all will be honest with it, and y'all will say, you know what, coach, you are not lying right now, because I've been battling with this depression since I've been young. I've been battling with stress and anxiety since I've been young. I've been battling with not feeling like I was good enough since I've been young. I've been bullied my whole life. I've been told that I wasn't nothing my whole life. I didn't have people playing with me my whole life. I didn't have people walking me like a dog my whole life. I didn't have people taking advantage of my good heart my whole life. And I need for you to understand that there's been a spiritual warfare that was going on in your life way before you even acknowledged the fact that there was a spiritual warfare going on in your life. That's a red ink pen note. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Note number one was what? That's a red ink pen note. That's a red ink pen note. There was a spiritual warfare going on in your life before you even knew that there was a spiritual warfare that was going on in your life. Note number one was the enemy is always going to attack the area of your life that he knows that you have the most power in that area. So if you are a person that when you speak, people listen, if you're the type of person when you speak, people, you grab their attention and they gravitate towards you, then he's going to go outside of his way always to try to attack you in your mouth first, because he wants to silence you, because he know that the more that you talk, the more people listen, and the more that they listen, the more that they're going to gain their strength. They're going to more that they're going to know exactly what's going on and how to be able to maneuver. And he knows that he won't be able to, that's right, get out here and do people how he been doing people. Understand that, because now you're becoming more wise to his tactics. And the other place that he will attack, all of this going in part one, all of this is note number one, he'll also attack your mind. And that's the reason why that's what we at right now, where you have to understand that what you're going through right now in your adult life didn't just start in your adult life. And I can't, I just need for you to, I need for you to be real about it. What you feeling right now, this ain't just started right here now today. You've always been this person, and it just becomes, it's more loud to you, or you see it more now that you're an adult and not a child. So now when you sit back and you look over your life, you can see in different situations in your life, even it started as young as 5, 6, 7 years old, where you always felt that feeling of being in competition with somebody, even if you were in competition with your siblings. Understand that, you've always had that spirit of competition. You always felt like you weren't good enough. You always felt like you did not fit in. You always felt like you had to fight for a spot in somebody's life or in somebody's heart. And you took that childhood trauma into your young adulthood. And as you became a young adult, you find yourself over there in middle school. You found yourself being easily to be peer pressured into doing the certain things and behaving a certain type of way just to get the certain type of attention that you wanted from other people. So you behaved in a way that you knew that wasn't right, but you done it because you wanted to be accepted. You behaved in a way that you knew wasn't right, and you felt that in your spirit, but you done it because you wanted to be loved. And as you grew into that young adult, and then into adulthood, you took that same trauma from when you were a young kid into your teenage years. And now as a grown adult, guess what? The enemy has been doing nothing but grooming you. And now that you're an adult, guess what? You take that into your relationships. You take that into the marriage ships and the people that you deal with. And now you're walking around as a grown adult saying that, listen, I carried it so long, coach. I done been this person for so long, coach. I've been going through this for so long, coach. I don't know how to break the cycle. I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to break free from this. Why? Because this is all that I know. You got to understand that if it don't hurt, I don't think that it's real, because hurt is all that I know. If it's not this type of dysfunction going on, then I don't know what to do with it, because my mind is already groomed to only deal with dysfunction. So if it comes easy for me, then I challenge it and I make it hard. If it comes easy for me, then I start to look for fault inside of it, and I end up destroying things I end up destroying the relationship, destroying the friendship, destroying the things that God sent to bless me, because my mind is already groomed into this one way of thinking. How do I get out? How do I get out of that, coach? Well, let's just say this. The same way you gave yourself permission, everything in your life, you give permission to it. We ain't gonna play on this live. That's not what I do. I come to teach mental health, spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence. I'm here to help you create a better version of yourself. I'm here to help you move forward in life. So I gotta be real with you. The same way you gave yourself permission to sit and behave in that way, it's the same way that you have to give yourself permission to say that today is the last day. There's no miracle serum. There's nothing that you have to take. There's no pills for it, no drink for it. It has to be a change in your own mindset. What you say, coach? It has to be a change in your own mindset. You have to be willing to say that I want more. And not only do I want more, I also deserve more. You have a decision that you can make right now today to say that the way that I lived all of those years, the things that I tolerated all of those years, the things that I put up with all of those years, understand, I can, no, that stops today. That stops today. I'm committed to the switch. I'm committed to the change. I'm committed to doing things differently. I'm committed to moving a different type of way. Why? Because anything that you do in your life is going to require your permission. That's a note right there by itself. Anything that you do in your life is going to require what? Your permission. You gave yourself permission to have a pity party, permission to sit and soak, permission to be sad and depressed. You gave yourself permission to do those things. And if I can be extremely transparent, a lot of you guys not only gave yourself permission to be in that state, you also catered to that negative energy that you was feeling. Yep, that's right. You went in there, you turned all the lights off, and you laid up in that dark room. You were catering to that negative feeling. You went in there and you got in the ran that hot bath, lit up all your candles, and played every single sad song that you can find. Alexis, play the saddest thing that you can find. That's what you did. You were catering to that negative feeling instead of you getting up and saying, you know what? I will not be defeated. I will not allow this to consume me. I will not allow this to overtake me. I got to get out of this. You got to give yourself permission to break free from it. I changed my mind. That's it. That's all. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, well, I'm on the move. That's on the move part 3. On the move part 3. That was the second black ink pen note right there. You got to give yourself permission, and when you give yourself permission, you got to make sure that you're committed to the commitment that you just made to yourself. What you said, that was the second note. Note number 1 was already the enemy is going to always attack you in the areas of your life that he knows are your strongest areas. Number 1 going to be your tongue. The next thing is going to be your mind, because as a man thinketh, so is he, and there's power in life of death lies right here in the tongue. So he's always going to go for those 2 things first. And that's the reason why you got to always make sure that you're on your P's and your Q's. And a lot of us, like I said, I just broke it down for y'all. We've been groomed since we've been real young to have that low self-esteem, that low confidence. We've been groomed since we've been young to always feel like we got to compete, even if it was with our siblings, for a spot in somebody's heart, a spot in somebody's life. We've always had to go back and forth with people to feel like we belong, or if we were loved or not. I just need you to take down the notes, because baby, we on the move. This is what we talking about. I need for you to understand that red ink pen note that I dropped out there, and I dropped it out there real heavy too. What did I say? There's been a spiritual warfare that was going on in your life way before you even knew that there was a spiritual warfare going on in your life, because the enemy already knew what you were going to do. He already knew your plan. He already know the greatness that's attached to your name. He's already knowing that, if you tap into your person that you know that you can be, he already know what time it is. The only person that they're waiting on is you. You got a decision that you gonna make. Either you going all the way in, or you about to sit this one out. Okay, Regina say preach. She didn't even say teach. Regina say preach. Regina say put it out there, pastor. I'm just trying to make sure that they understand, Regina, what it is that we're talking about. You owe it to yourself to stay focused in your life. One of the things because we had to run down our notes, right? We got to run down our notes, just our summary. I need for you to understand that you got to stay focused in your life, your transition. What is my transition, coach? That is your flow. That is your flow. That's your morning routines. Understand that's your morning routines, your midday routines, your night routines. Your flow is anything that keeps you connected to the source. Understand that I read, I fast, I pray. That's my pressure plan. That's what keeps me grounded. That's what keeps me balanced. That's what keeps me going when life is out here, life in the way that it is. What is my transition? Transition is a process or period of change from one state or condition to another. And the reason why the enemy always wants to attack your transition is why? Because he knows that your transformation is attached to that. He know that if you keep transitioning the way that you are, if you keep moving the way that you're moving, flowing the way that you're flowing, being as committed as the way that you're showing up, being committed, he already know that greatness is going to be attached to that. Healing is going to be attached to that. Deliverance is going to be attached to that. Yeah, he knows everything that you want and you need, that it's going to be attached over there, because you can't do all of what you're doing, and you can't do all of that and not change. You can't, you can't do all of that and not change. Understand that. One thing's for certain, two things for sure, is that when you start reading that word and really trusting that word and start aligning your life to be in alignment with that word, saying that, you know what, I'm going to hold you accountable. Ain't nothing like when you start holding God accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable for doing what you said that you was going to do. Hello, somebody. That's what you say, Coach. I'm about to hold you accountable for doing exactly what you said that you was going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my part over here. I'm going to pick up these books. Understand that I'm going to align my life. I'm going to make sure that I'm decreasing so that you can increase in my life. I'm going to have enough sense to take off my perspective and put on your perspective. And guess what? I'm waiting on the overflow, because that's what you said was going to come. I'm waiting on you to come through, because that's what you said you was going to do. I'm waiting on you. And understand, when I say, okay, just wait. I challenge you to do it. I challenge you to do it. You'll be right back over here talking about, Coach, I can't stop winning. Coach, the doors just keep opening. Coach, the opportunities just keep coming. I don't even know what I did to deserve what it is that I'm getting right now. I don't even know what. In spite of me, he blessing me. In spite of me, I'm finding myself in rooms that I ain't never even thought that I'd be in, Coach. I didn't even know I was qualified for this job, but somehow or another, I got the job. And everybody else that went over there and they didn't bid it for the job. They didn't put their name on the job. How in the world they come all the way out the front office, all the way over here asking me, do I want the job, when they got all them people over there that's then signed up for the job? I'm trying to understand, what is it that you want from me? I want you to understand that favor ain't fair. Understand, you ain't got to put your name on the board, baby. Favor just ain't fair. When you start aligning yourself, when you start actually trusting that word, when you start taking off your mindset and putting on his mindset and operating in that way, oh baby, that favor just ain't fair. I can't explain why it's happening, baby. It's just happening. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to do, because one of the scriptures that we dropped was what? Philippians 4:18, baby. Now that I have it all, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. What you said, I got an overflow. It's not only that I'm eating, my children are eating, and my children's are also eating off of this right here. Now that I have it all, it just keeps on. It just keeps on going. You got to be, and sometimes in these areas of your life, you got to also, I want to go to note number 3. Y'all let me know when y'all ready for me to go number 3. Just put we ready in the comment section. I just need to know when y'all ready, because I'm ready already. I just need to know when y'all ready. Let me get 5 badges IG. Let me get y'all to double tap on that screen up down here on TikTok. Do me a favor, hit that share button. It's on the move part 3. On the move part 3. I'm ready to go to note number 3. I'm ready to go to note number 3. Friends say, you got me yelling at work, baby. Sometimes you got to yell. Sometimes you got to let them folks at that job know, baby. Yeah, sometimes you just got to let that out. Go ahead and get that up off of you. Go ahead, double tap on my screen. Favor just ain't fair. It just ain't fair, baby. It's just happening for me, because he gonna do it for me. What I told y'all, big God doing big business about me. What you say, Coach? Big God doing big business about me. He don't play about me. Yeah, I need for people to he don't play about me. Understand that big God doing big business. He's a protector. I might not be one of the ones that you want to come against. I might not be one of the ones that you want to do all that with. Understand that, because I don't wrestle with flesh and blood. Understand that, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight into prayer. You might not want to come this way, because I don't wrestle against flesh and blood. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go right into a worship. I don't wrestle against flesh and blood. I need for you to understand that I got a whole pressure plan lined up. You will never get a response from me. You will never get a text from me. You will never get an inbox from me. You will never get an email from me. You will never see me knocking on your door. You will never get me over there trying to confront you about nothing, baby. I don't even be concerned with a lick back. You don't understand that the worst lick back that you ever going to get is when I hit my knees in prayer, when I throw my hands up in a worship. Understand that, because you ain't gonna be fighting against me. What they said, what I told y'all and move and this right here, I'm on the move. I told you that we're operating in this season. Acts 5:38 through 40, right where he said, leave them alone, baby. You gonna find yourself in a fight, and that fight won't be with them. You gonna find yourself in a fight with God. It ain't gonna be with me. I'm going to prayer on you. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, you're going to have a problem. Yeah, Houston, they got a problem. I want you to know, go ahead, put it in there, Nina. Yeah, I need for you to know quick, fast, and in a hurry, baby. You're going to have to get up off of me. You might want to bother somebody else. I might not be the one that you want to come against. I might not be that one that you want to speak against. Understand that, and I ain't even got to defend myself. I know who's going to come and that's going to defend me. And I need for you to understand that as you're switching your mindset, right? As you're giving yourself permission to say that I'm ready to grow, that I'm ready to heal, that I'm ready to evolve in life. Note number 3 is this right here. Sometimes you got to be prepared to be the first to do it. Oh, you walking heavy, coach. Oh, yeah, coach came in heavy on this Friday. I'm treating Friday like a Monday. I'm sorry. You coming in heavy. Somebody just go ahead and put, oh, that's my confirmation, coach. And I don't know why you had to come in and drop it on me like that. Yeah, some of y'all be waiting way too long trying to get somebody to do it before you because you're trying to see if it's actually going to work. You want somebody to go ahead of you so you can see what their outcome is going to be. So you sitting over there twiddling your thumbs. You sitting over there just trying to see what's going to happen and how is it going to work for them. You sitting over there and thinking that, oh yeah, well, if it worked for them, then I'm going to go and do it. If that pan out, then I'm going to go and do it. You waiting on somebody else. And I need for you to understand that it's going to be, in order for you to change your life, you're going to have to be willing to go first. Understand that, because you can watch them all day long. And guess what? They'll fail after fail after fail. That's what they'll be over there doing. Why? Because everything ain't for everybody. And some things that you're going to be doing in your life ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. It only has something to do with you. It'll only happen for you. Why? Because that's who it was designed for. Note number 3 is what? You have to be prepared to be the first to do it. Baby, you're going to have to be prepared to be a trailblazer. Come on, double tap on the screen. You're going to have to be prepared to be a pavewayer. You're going to be the one that's going to be paving the way for everybody else that's going to come after you. You're sitting over there and you're watching other people. You're trying to see if it's going to work for them. You're trying to see if it's going to open up the door for them, if it's going to happen for them, and not understanding that the only way that it's actually going to happen is if you step up. You got to be the person that's going to do it for your family. You got to be the person that's going to do it for your children. You got to be the person that's going to do it for your generation. Everybody is waiting on your yes. Everybody is waiting on you to step up. Everybody is waiting on you to push through. Everybody's waiting on you to make that move. And guess what? And you got the whole family riding on you. You sitting over there, you're waiting. Understand that it ain't nothing like being the first. Put in my chat real quick, baby. I got to be the first. I got to be the first. I got to be the first, because see, everybody else, they old and they set in their ways and they ain't trying to make no move. And the ones that ain't old and set in their ways, they over here, they operating out of fear. They don't want to upset nobody. And the other ones that's over here, they really don't care like that. They don't care about nobody but theyself. As long as they okay, they ain't worried about nobody else. And the only excuse that they talking about is that run in the family. But baby, this way it's going to run out. Everybody else talking about, oh, that's just a family tradition. No, that's a family curse. And I'm going to have to break that today. Understand that you have to get to a place in your life where you understand that, ain't nothing wrong with you being the first. Ain't nothing wrong with you being the person that step out and pave the way. You got to be willing to show them a whole nother way. People that have always thought that way gonna always think that way. People who don't know anything other than that and have gotten comfortable in that spot, then that's exactly where they're going to be. If you feel that tug in your spirit, if you know for a fact that you're not satisfied with that, if you know for a fact that it makes you uncomfortable to be in that type of environment, then that means that, you got to start changing some things. They're going to always get upset with you because you're going to be the one that's going to speak up. They're going to always be upset with you. That was note number 3 right there. You're going to have to be willing to be the first to do it. And while you being willing to be the first person to do it, I need for you to understand, I don't need you to be out here trying to say, because I'm just giving you the reasons of why y'all not moving the way that y'all need to move. And I'm on the move part 3, and I'm trying to help you get up and get into action, because right now it's time for us to get out there. It's time to perform. It's time to make something happen, right? It's time for us to get out here. It's time to perform. We done practiced long enough. We done been in rehearsal long enough. We done put forth all that effort, all that time, that energy. We done did that enough. Now it's time for us to get out there and get into action. It's performance time. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all yesterday what was performing. Baby, to carry out, to accomplish, or fulfill an action, task, or function. What you said, coach? I said to perform. Carry out, accomplish, fulfill an action, task, or function. You got to come up off the bench. You're going to have to get into action. Rehearsal is over. Practice is over. Conditioning is over. Now it's time for you to get active in your life, and all the things that you were doing while you were in that isolation stage, or in that stage where you had to become a student so that you can become wise to the enemy's tactics. Now it's time for you to show up for yourself, and I need for you not to be worried about what you look like on the outside. Yeah, Coach. I know you ain't even about to do that. I'm going to note number 4. Ready or not, I'm going to note number 4. Double tap on my screen. Get us to 200K. I'm going to note number 4. Yeah. You gonna get it exactly how I got it this morning. You gonna get it just how I got it this morning. Y'all at 137. Yeah, double tap on that screen. We got to get the 4. We got to get up there. We got to get it up to 200K. I love you too. Y'all be so concerned. Y'all get caught up in what you look like, and that. Yeah, come on. She talking about 4, please. 4. Yeah, I got 4 coming. Don't you even worry about it. Yeah. You get so caught up in what other people look like, what they look like, what they got, what they dressed in, what, you know what I'm saying, what type of bags they got, what type of house they live in, what type of car they drive, and what their bank account look like, what type of credentials they got, what type of accolades they got, what plaques and ribbons they got hanging off their wall. You become so obsessed with that right there, not understanding that real value. I'm going to note number 4. What's note number 4? Double tap on that screen. Get us to 150. I'm ready to drop it. I need y'all to double tap. I want to get the one. I need to get there real quick. I need to get there real quick. I need for you to understand that real value. Note number 4. We about to go all the way in. Yeah. If you sensitive, go ahead and get off my live. If you think that somebody about to whisper to you, get off my live. If you think somebody about to tiptoe around topics, go ahead and get off my lives. If you're looking for a motivational speaker or that's going to whisper to you, go ahead, take your finger, push it up on the screen, slide up that way. Go ahead and get up off my live, because I'm not about to do it. I don't do no tiptoeing. I don't do no watering down. I don't do no sugarcoating. I'm not about to play nice. A lot of y'all right there, I want you to understand. Note number 4. Go ahead. I ain't playing with them today. Note number 4 is this right here. Real value is not what's on you. It's what's in you. That's a no, yeah. Real value. I'm talking real value. I'm talking real value, because see, I'm talking real value. I'm talking real value. So what you're trying to tell me is it's more to that note. It's more to that note. Note number 4. Real value. Real value is not on you. Real value is what's in you. So what I need you to stop doing is stop trying to clean up your image. And I know that just hit somebody in a place in their life where they like, wait a minute. Why? Because you're so obsessed with trying to go back and have conversations with other people to let them know that you're no longer the person that you used to be. You so obsessed with going over there so that they can see your change and they can know that you're different, so that maybe they'll come back and they'll support you and they'll love you. You so caught up in trying to go out there and trying to right your wrong. But the truth of the matter is, there's going to be some wrongs that you will never be able to right. There's going to be some people that have already committed in their mind to say that I'm no longer going to deal with you. I'm no longer going to interact with you. I'm no longer going to support you. I no longer want to talk to you. And you got to be comfortable with that. You got to be comfortable with walking right on away. Understand that real value is not on you. Real value is in you. And your focus is what? Not clearing up the image. My focus is clearing up my spirit. That's note number, that's note number 4. That's note number 4 right there. That's note number 4 right there by itself. Real value isn't on you, it's in you. And I'm not focused on clearing up my image. I'm focused on clearing up my spirit, because there's going to be some people, no matter how much I heal, no matter how much I grow, no matter how much I evolve in life, they're going to always see nothing but the broke version of me. I'm going to wait on y'all to double tap on my screen, because that right there, confirmation for somebody. Yeah, Coach, you know what? You on my toes right now. Let me go get my boots. Somebody go get your wig. You threw it, slam across the room. I get it. That's right. It's some people in your life right now, no matter how much you love them, understand that no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you heal, no matter how much you change, no matter how much you evolve in life, then guess what? They are committed to that old version of you. They see nothing but that broken version of you. That no matter what you do, they're going to always run back to that. They revisit your past, like I told y'all last week. They revisit your past more than you do. They live in those mistakes more than you do. Understand that you already to move from that, and they still hung up right on over there. And what you got to understand, that the more that you grow, the more that you evolve in life, you got to shift that mindset. I'm no longer going to be held hostage by things that I done in my past. I'm no longer going to be held hostage by decisions that I made in my past. That right there, that's the old version of me. And I'm not going to allow anybody to make me think that I can't change, to make me think that I can't grow, to make me think that I can't brain evolved to make me think that I'm stuck in this situation because I'm not. Understand that I can flip and I can win today. I can flip and I can get victory today. I can flip and I can change this thing around right here, right now, today. I want to win. Yo, I ain't gonna be, y'all want me to be concerned about one thing. I'm not concerned about that. You're gonna have to find you somebody else to play with. Yeah, find you somebody else to play with. You're gonna have, I'm coming for my win. I'm coming for my win. I need for you to understand. And what happens in those situations where you have that mentality, where you feel like you gotta clean up your image. I'm gonna go ahead and hurt somebody's feelings. That's why I told all the sensitive people to go ahead and get off my live. That's why I told them to go ahead and go. Because when you start speaking truth, when you start talking accountability, then people get real sensitive. And I want to say this right here. The moment that you get into that place in your life where you want to clean up your image, how other people see you, I need for you to understand that as good as the enemy makes that sound, I need for you to know that that's another form of people pleasing. Don't get mad at me. Y'all the one who decided to watch this video now. Don't start acting sensitive. I gave you your cue to get up out of here and you stayed. I gave you your cue to get up out of here and you decided that you was gonna stay. So come on now. What you say, coach? I said I know that the enemy makes that sounds really good. It makes it sound like something that you really should go and do, like, go have that one time at band camp story and go back and forth with them and let me go do this and let me go do that. But I need for you to understand that real value is not on you. Real value is in you. And your focus is not to clean up your image. Your focus is to clean up your spirit. And you don't owe anybody another conversation. You don't have to sit right there and go through that pain all over again, because what happens is you will go over there and have a conversation with an individual and you might mean well in your heart. You might think that you're doing the right thing. But the thing about it is you'll get over there and they'll twist and turn every single thing that you're saying. And when people are already committed to making you the bad guy in that situation, you're going to walk away from that conversation. You're going to walk away from that meeting feeling 10 times worse than you did when you walked over there, because the only thing that they did when you got over there is gave you a good lash. And understand, you didn't went over there and you were trying to apologize and they didn't twist and turned it. You didn't went over there and try to accept responsibility for what it is that you done done or what it is that you done said, and they didn't twist and turn that. And when they twist, by the time they finish twisting and turning it, not only do they hold you accountable for what you done, they also hold you accountable for what it is that they done to you. So they hurt you, and now you're crying about the hurt that they brought to you. Now they cheated on you, and now they got you feeling like I cheated on you because you wasn't doing this and you wasn't doing that, not understanding that you made a decision to cheat on your own. I could have been whatever and could have did whatever. At the end of the day, you were still going to do whatever it is that you want to do. So how you hold me responsible for a decision that you decided to make as a grown adult? And that's the reason why you got to understand that when you out here, real value is on you. It's in you, not on you. And you got to focus on your spirit, not your image. Whatever mistakes that was made out there, them mistakes was already been made. And God, you fix it. I ain't. You got to go. God's job. Yeah, God's job. You know them folks. You created them. That's your job. Yeah, that's your job. God's job. That's God's job. Let me tell you why. Because what'll happen is you'll go over there and you'll find yourself in a worse situation. And not only that, you'll find yourself over there in a position where you're people pleasing with these individuals, and you're going outside of your way trying to give them what they want from you. And another thing, I'm gonna make this eye opening for you, because I believe in giving complete information, is this right here. If you start working on yourself and holding yourself accountable for the way that you've moved, the things that you've done, when people start to see you, those that want to see you and see your growth and your development, they're going to see that without you opening your mouth. They will be able to look at you and hear your conversations. They will see the way that you enter into different rooms, the way that you behave. They will know that there's something different about you. Understand that, and those people will naturally come to you and have those conversations with you. And what they'll say to you is not anything about your past. They're just going to come up and talk about your change. Like, oh my God, you didn't change so much. Man, I love seeing you take accountability like that. I love you to see you, acting how you acted. Man, you have grown just so much. Oh, it's just like a whole nother version of you. Oh my God, I love this new glow. Again, you ain't got to go back and talk to them folks. You got to go back and do. Yeah, okay. Well, I just want you to know that. Because when your inside is right, it's going to make all the corrections that you need. When the inside of you is right, that's a red ink pen note, then it's going to make all the corrections that you need. I'm talking about supernaturally. It will just happen. Understand that the conversations would just change. The vibration would just change. When your inside is right, it's going to write everything that's connected to you. And you have to be willing, because like I said, there's going to be some people that you're going to have to leave because they're going to be hung up only on that bad version of you or that broken version of you, and you have to leave them right over there where they at. Understand, you have to leave them right on over there where they at. And you got to also know that God is going to always provide a way for you. He's going to always provide that way for you. He's always going to provide a way out in any type of situation that you go into, right? So while you're on the move, what I'm trying to tell you right now is that I want you to remove that spirit of fear. I want you to remove that spirit of anxiety, that spirit of stress. I want you to let that go. While you're on the move, what Coach wants you to do is I want you to be super focused. And I want you to sit and rest in that word when he says that I'm a provider, when he says that I'm a protector. And I say that every video, and I'm going to continue to say that until you really allow that to sink into your spirit. A lot of you guys know exactly what it is that you want to do. You know exactly what you want to do, but you're hung up, and you're hung up because of that fear. You're hung up because you know what I'm saying? And it's not just regular fear. It's the fear of failing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the note right there. You get hung up in that fear of failing. And as I said before, like when it comes down to failing, you gotta fail. A lot of people that you see as successful people, they failed their way to the top. People don't post when they fail. They don't celebrate when they fail. Don't think that everybody that you see winning never had a part of their life where they were failing. But failure is good, right? Failure is good because it teaches you. It humbles you. It shows you what you need to do each time to get better and better and better. Failure is learning. You don't know what you can do until you step out there. You don't know what you're capable of accomplishing until you step out there. You have to put yourself into those rooms, put yourself into those environments. And sometimes you're going to shock yourself. You over there thinking that you about to fail, and here you is about to win. What'd you say, Coach? Here you is out here, you accepting less, and God is trying to give you more. You accepting little when he trying to give you big. He trying to take you extreme in your life, but you operating out of that fear of failing. So you won't turn loose that small so you can get your big. You won't walk away from those shrunken people over there because you are afraid to get out there and really do it, and not even understanding that the gifts and the talents that you have. Some of us, I just need y'all to tap in because I'm about to go into something. The thing about it is not even knowing that you're in a position right now in 2024 as we're operating in a year of intentionality, and you stepping up to the plate and you being a risk taker. You stepping up to the plate and you're challenging yourselves and dropping your business and your brands and everything else and pushing yourself to that next level in life. What you got to also understand is this right here. God gives us gifts and talents. God gives us everything that we need in order for us to survive, in order for us to push ourselves to our next level in life. We already possess it. It's already inside of here, but you have to push yourself. Every single level that you get to, it's another thing unlocked. The next level, it's another thing unlocked. The next level, it's another thing unlocked, but you would never know that if you don't push yourself to that next level. You would never know that if you get to level 1 and get complacent, get to level 2 and just throw in the towel, get to level 3 and then get that thinking that I can only go from here. You got to continue to push yourself all the way through life. This is not a get to one place and get comfortable. You got gifts and you got talents, and what you don't understand is that God will use those same gifts and those same talents that he's blessed you with. He will use those talents to pay you. I just want, yeah, okay, I'm just putting it out there. That's a note right there. God, yeah, God will use your gifts and your talents to pay you. Understand that, yeah. The moment that you start operating in purpose, the moment that you start operating in your calling, the moment that you start operating in which, why you were created, the moment that you start saying, you know what, I decrease so you can increase, taking off this mindset, putting on your mindset. I'm allow you to lead me, to guide me into everything that it is that I'm supposed to be doing. It's no more you, but it's no more me, but it's all you. The moment that you take on that mentality, you have got to understand that God will put you in a position in your life where your gifts and your talents, the things that he's called you to do, will be that will be your income. Yeah, you doing what I called you to do. You reaching people that I want you to reach. You showing up in areas that I need you to show up in. And because of that, yeah, I got you. What I talked about yesterday, I said supernatural blessings. What I talked about yesterday, I said supernatural blessings. And I'm going to run that note back. I said that when you're operating when you are a purpose worker, all your needs are supernaturally supplied. That's what I said, right? When you are a purpose worker, when you're operating in your purpose, what is a purpose, coach? What are you talking about? For purpose. Purpose is the reason in which one is created. Understand, when you're doing what you were created to do, then you have to get prepared. Understand that all of your needs will be supernaturally supplied. What did I say at the beginning of this live? You will find yourself in rooms you didn't know you were supposed to be in, receiving job offers that you didn't know you were qualified for, finding investments here and there that you ain't even know these people. I don't even know what is it about me that makes you want to deal with me. What is it about me that make you want to support me? They'll just be coming out of the woodwork, because you got to understand that when you're operating out of your purpose, when you're operating out of your calling, what did I tell you on yesterday in part 2? You got to understand that once you accept that and say, God, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm about to do it, at that moment, you're about to live that shalom life. What is that shalom life? Break it down for us one more time, coach, in the summary. Break it down for us. Shalom life is living a life where there's nothing missing, nothing broken, and nothing lacking. Every single thing that I need is being supplied. Every single thing that I want is being supplied. And what we go with, we seal that with Philippians 4:18. I got it all, and it just keeps coming. What you trying to tell me, coach? I'm saying your gifts will create an income from you that is milk and honey. Your gifts will create an income for you that's milk and honey. It's just flowing. Wait a minute. It's just flowing. Your gifts, your talent, when you're operating in purpose, yeah, milk and honey. Milk and honey. That's right. Drop it in the comment section. Milk and honey. It's flowing. Why you call it milk and honey, coach? Why in the word you say milk and honey? I'm talking about the promise. And some of y'all caught that. It's the promise. The promise was the land that was filled with milk and honey. A lot of y'all, you're not getting your milk and your honey right now because you're running around here and you so easily distracted. Some of y'all not getting your milk and honey right now because you're concerned what other folks is doing, the approval and the acceptance of other people. You're not getting your milk and your honey right now because you over here falling out every single time a hardship come in your life. And in order for you to be able to get your milk and honey, which is what was promised to you, you have got to become dedicated. You got to be committed. You got to follow through. You got to be intentional. You have got to be willing to decrease and allow God to increase and allow him to do a work within you. I just need to know if you want your milk and honey. I'm waiting on y'all. Double tap on my screen. Yeah, he going. Yeah, yeah. Wait. I really and truly believe that. I really and truly believe that. I really and truly believe that. Coach, how am I going to be able to get my milk and honey? Hold on, you talking about milk and honey? Somebody owed me a little bit of milk and a little bit of honey. Yeah, I'm overdue for some milk and honey. I'm overdue for some milk and honey, coach. Double tap on my screen real quick. Double tap on that screen. What you say? I'm overdue for some milk and honey, coach. I need mine too. Somebody ain't dropped mine off. I need mine to come through for me as well. And one of the things about it is, in order for you to get your milk and honey, again, it starts out with you making that commitment, right? You have got to give yourself permission to grow, permission to heal, permission to, you know what I'm saying, to grow forward from things that you've been in your past. You have got to give yourself permission the same way you gave yourself permission to stay down. You got to give yourself permission to get up and get back in action. Understand that you have to get up. You have to be dedicated. Same grit, same grind, same passion all the way through, even when you receive a no. Yeah, that right there. Yeah. You got what you say, coach. You have to have, how am I going to get my milk and my honey? You have to have that same grit, that same grind, that same passion, even when the answer is no. Don't get mad. That's just what the note is. You have to have that same grit, that same grind, that same passion, even when the answer is no. Because sometimes when you don't get the answer that you want, you start throwing that temper tantrum. When you don't get the answer that you want, you get frustrated. When you don't get the answer that you want, you all of a sudden start throwing that adult temper tantrum, slamming doors and screaming and behaving like a child because you didn't get your no. And what you don't understand that it's not a no. When you're operating in purpose, it's not necessary. It's not a no. Understand that it's why would I allow you to receive something small when I'm giving you something big? I turn down what is small because I'm giving you big. I'm big God. I handle big business. I don't do anything small. Everything that happened, every miracle that was performed, and you can go back, it's always been big things. It's always being people healed from things that they've struggled with from years. It's all blinded eyes being open. People with issues of blood being dried up. It's people getting out of boats and walking on water. I just want to come on, you got to understand, why would I give you something small if I'm a God that operate in big? I operate in the impossible. I work big miracles. Why in the world would you think that something that's small, that minute, that right there ain't going to bring but a small change in your life? That right there ain't going to do nothing but it'll pay the bills and put something in the refrigerator. But what I got for you over here, it's going to pay the bills, put food in the refrigerator, gas in the car, pay off the car, all that. I'm about to send you on another cruise. I'm about to put your children all the way through school. I'm about to open up doors that no man will ever be able to close. You want that right there? When I do big business. Yeah, you gotta, yeah. I do big business. I do big business. Can you have that same grit, that same grind, that same passion, even when that answer is no? No. Why? Because I can't afford to have you out here settling. I can't afford you out here accepting less than what you deserve. I can't have you out here understand that struggling in life. That's not what I created you for. You are not here to survive. You're here to thrive. And you want me to give you something that just gonna keep your head above water? That ain't how it worked. What you trying to say, coach? I'm trying to tell you that this year right here, reconstructing and restoring. This is our year. That's a note. Reconstructing and restoring. What we doing? Reconstructing and restoring. Reconstructing and restoring. It's my year. It's my year. You might not understand, but anybody that knows, I see y'all putting it in the notes. Anybody that's ever seen some reconstructions, you already know what happened, right? When you reconstructing something, that's when you're breaking it down. You knocking the walls out. You know what I'm saying? It gets real messy over there. It gets real messy. I'm reconstructing. I'm tearing down some walls in my life. I'm tearing down some borders that I built in my life. I'm tearing down that old version of me. I'm tearing down that old mindset. I'm tearing down all the limits that other folk have placed over my life. I'm tearing down all the grooming that has happened to me since I was a child. I'm tearing down depression. I'm tearing down stress. I'm tearing down anxiety. I'm tearing down panic attacks. There's some tearing down that's happening in my life because this is my year to reconstruct and restore. That's right. What I would, the walls that I had back then, those were good for that time. But the walls that I'm building up right now, oh baby, this gonna be weatherproof. What you say, coach? Oh, this weatherproof. Understand that this only good material only. Hello, what you say? Good material only. Go find you somebody else to play with. Yeah, y'all. I'm using that good wood. Which good wood? I'm using good wood. That's right. Yeah, no, some of y'all wood been ate up. We ain't using that. I ain't using none of that. Yeah, good wood only. Good wood only. I can't use that on my house. Yeah, I know it might be good for your house, but it ain't good for mine. I'm tearing down walls. And when I tear down these walls, understand that when I step up out of this conditioning stage, when you see me out here and you see that I'm on the move in my life and I'm walking with some urgency about myself, when I'm speaking up with authority about myself, when I'm ready to confront whomever and whatever about that disrespect, because I'm checking folk right there where they stand, because I'm not letting stuff just slide like how I used to. Just understand that I'm tearing some stuff down. Yeah, I'm about to rebuild. I'm about to rebuild, and it's going to be good wood only, baby. It's going to be good materials only, good paint only. Understand that. Bring the right kind of 2x4s, baby. Yeah, because don't play with around here. I'm going all out. I'm going all out because this is my year to reconstruct and to restore. This is my year to reconstruct and restore every single thing from the time that I was a child that I could remember all the way up to now. I'm holding myself accountable for tearing these things down and rebuilding myself. Understand that rebuilding myself and every single thing, every nail that goes in, every bolt that go in, every screw that go in, I know exactly what I'm putting in me. Some of y'all caught that. And yeah, I see you, Dessa. Dessa got the strong arm in there. Some of y'all caught that. Some of y'all caught that. I know exactly what I'm putting into this. Is rebuild and restore. Rebuild and restore. Some of y'all caught it. I'm waiting on y'all. Double tap on my screen. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm putting into this. I know what screw I'm using. I know what nails I'm using. I know what bolts I'm using. I'm knowing what washers I'm using. Understand that I know everything that I'm pouring into this. I know everything that I'm pouring into this. You ain't going to be able to play with me about this. You ain't going to be able to talk to me crazy about this. You ain't gonna be able to come over here and have that conversation with me about this. Want me to tell you why? Because that's what I tell y'all every single day. Know who you are so you can know who you are not. Know who you are so you can know who you are not. I know exactly what I put into this. I know the work that went into this. I know the crime that went into this. I know the pacing of the floor that went into this. I know the long nights to early mornings that went into this. I know the sliding of the down the walls that I know what I put into this. Understand that you won't play with me about this right here. You can't argue with me about this right here. I don't care nothing about your projection. I don't care nothing about your gaslighting. I don't care nothing about what your manipulation, your toxic behaviors, none of that. Ain't none of that gonna work over here because I know who I am. I know what I put in this and I know how to make it work. The enemy don't like that. He don't like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't like that. We on the move this morning. And that concludes our 5-day series that we had of I'm on the move, man. It was some amazing notes that was dropped out in this, man. I'm telling you what, for anybody that just needed that word that we dropped, you know what I'm saying, on yesterday, I just want to put in just as a friendly reminder, Ezekiel 12:8, where it says, what I said was going to happen is about to happen, and there won't be a delay. And with everything that we're talking about this morning, I feel like it's fitting to go ahead and bring that reminder to you guys. I feel like that is fitting for me to put that in there because I need for you guys to know that Ezekiel 12:18 says, what I said was going to happen is about to happen, and there will not be a delay. This is your winning season. That's the confirmation that you needed to know that this is my winning season. This is my time to step out. This is my time to make exactly what I wanted to happen in my life, to make it actually happen in my life. And guess what? It's not going to be a delay. Don't argue with me. That's what the words say. That the word said that it wasn't gonna be a delay. It ain't gonna be no delay. So yeah, don't let the enemy trick you into thinking that it's gonna take years. I know some of y'all like, well, it's still gonna take some time though. It said it wasn't gonna be no delay. Oh well, you probably should just settle for that until this because oh no, it said it wasn't gonna be no delay.